Am I the jerk for breaking up with a boyfriend, male 33, over an unfunny prank? Would you end an entire relationship just because of a single terrible prank? I am 33 years old, and about 8 years ago, I dated a man named John, who was also 33 at the time. We were together for about 10 months. A week ago, I saw John for the first time since we split because we were both at a party celebrating a mutual friend becoming a father. John got very intoxicated and decided to tell anyone who would listen the story of why we broke up. After hearing his version, many of the men at the party told me that I had completely overreacted. So here is the story that led to our breakup. John was staying at my place, and one Saturday morning, I went downstairs to make coffee. I heard him showering, and he came downstairs dressed and ready for work. I realized he was confused and thought he was a work day. I didn't say anything until he was actually putting his shoes on, at which point I kept asking him, "So what day is it?" Until he got frustrated, checked his smartwatch, and realized it was Saturday. He was quite angry with me, told me it was a bad prank, and said he would pay me back. The next day, we were apart, and he texted me saying, "We need to talk. I'm so sorry. I got another girl pregnant." I replied something along the lines of, "If this is your attempt at a payback prank, consider it a failure." After that, John doubled, tripled, and quadrupled down on the lie.
He swore to everything he held dear that it was true, and even sent me a clearly fake ultrasound picture claiming he was at the clinic, even though he was sitting at the local bar. I kept telling him, "Dude, I don't believe you. Stop. You're making this incredibly weird." He refused to back down. After an entire day of trying to convince me in vain, I was so uncomfortable that I told him, "Well, okay, if you're having a baby with a mystery lady, then we need to break up." He immediately responded, "Ha ha ha ha, my prank worked! Boom, pranked!" After that incident, I was so put off by him that we broke up a few days later. He was completely unwilling to acknowledge that he had taken it too far, framing it instead as, "I just needed some more convincing to fall for it." 8 years later, he is clearly still hurt about it because he was telling everyone at the party and basically running a poll on who was wrong. Some people even approached me to tell me it was just a joke. Am I the jerk for breaking up with him over a bad prank?